Just like that, we're in Pomona. And just like that, he's older, she's older, and he's, oh, well, look at that mustache, would you? Wow. Oh, wait, we got a little baby mustache going right there. That's kind of cute. But somebody else that's trying to get a mustache, wait, I got to really zoom in.
Yeah,
I got to
get
really
real close.
zoom in. Look at that. And then, he's always got a mustache. Then we got Paul Sr.,
Got a real mustache.
Yeah. I had one until Donna's like, no.
I'm not showing favorites, but Kaylin's got a little something extra.
Oh, this is awesome. Do I get to wear this all day?
Oh, you have to wear that back in place.
Put it on me, put it on me, put it on me.
I love it. That's great. Thank you.
All right, wait a minute. I don't know how cool it is to have a birthday with all this alcohol and the Reverend here. All right, somebody start. Happy birthday to you. We can't sing. All right, folks, we are rolling up for Q1. We got Angry Hornet, AKA Paul Total Sr. up there.
Paul Total Senior.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Something you don't always see. I have 2 helmets ready to go. Do you know why I have 2 helmets ready to go?
Just in case one breaks.
Good answer, but no.
I know the answer to that.
Yes. So Pomona is almost headed west, and I may need a dark visor. So clear visor, dark visor, and if y'all been watching these very much, you know I love my helmets, so got 2 ready. Q1. Where we go? 75?
Yeah. 5 or 4?
Whatever. Hey, we went down the racetrack. It was good. I was worried about the sun. Had no reason to worry about the sun at all. I don't want to say there was oil downs or anything, but sun wasn't a problem, that's for sure.
Nope.
Probably got to see some pretty header flames out there. And trying to put a good lap down. He went 71. Let me see. Here's our report card. 834, 212, 3 flat, 284, 75 at 321.
Congratulations.
So looks like the only place we were really lacking was coming up on half track, Justin. 3 flat at only 284. But you look good back there,
I
Paul,
think so,
Paul
yeah.
Senior. There we go. There we go. We got AB riding with us. AB just laid one down.
We put a good one down, but
did.
it felt good to get it back.
Yeah.
It's been kicking our butt this year, but Ryan, Mark, the rest of the boys, they got it all together. So, but we built pretty good lap together.
Yeah. I mean, I knew I was on a decent lap, but I see Antron go, "Brrr." I'm like, that. Yep, there you go.
We left together. We went to half track together.
Yeah. You was a little better coming up on half track, and that's where you started going.
it stayed together. We know how Pomona is.
Yes.
Pomona can get you.
Pomona can get you.
Ooh,
Hey, it's been good to you before, though.
It has been good. This track's always been good, but it can eat your lunch too.
I can see in my mind you standing on the starting line when somebody turned the wind light on, made you the champ.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who's not playing? 6 didn't play, and 8's hurt. Yeah, 6 didn't play and 8 is hurt. Started making pan pressure on, see if you get wonky.
Yeah.
So that's where our speed went. We got 2 cylinders out at the finish line. Pistons hurt at 3.7, so that's where 4 or 5 mile an hour went. And I got EGT going away. That's some funky looking clutch pressure.
Yes, it is.
What the hell?
That's weird.
Yeah.
That looks like the outline of New York City.
It does. But it's not. That is weird. So we didn't get on the high map. Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's weird, bro.
Why is the clutch pressure so low all of a sudden?
Which messes up your maps, your high and low. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's not on target. Can you look and make sure I push the button again?
You know what? No, it's not. That's not it.
Okay.
LSD reset.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3 times. Okay. So
Yeah. It was pushed.
Yeah.
Probably only needs 1, but
Let's see. You know what it's like? It's like the push air is not on it.
not an air pressure thing. You don't. I mean, like model low or nothing like that.
So get rid of low map, get rid of high map, get rid of reset. I don't know what the fuck am I looking for here? Clutch pressure. So we got
100 pounds.
100 pounds difference between them.
Oh, I will get you down that regulator again, right?
No, I got a regulator pressure.
No, I'm just saying maybe it's jacked up again.
Pomona CO2 pressure. Las Vegas CO2 pressure, exactly the same.
It's the same.
So this is like the push air hose came off, or
Wasn't all the way in.
didn't push the cannon.
Yeah.
This is that's a problem. Most likely it's push air. So go through the entire push air system. First thing you want to do is cap your end or put a gauge on the end
See how much pressure it
and
is.
see how much pressure it's
Yeah.
making.
Okay.
But this got to be solved tonight. We don't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, no,
And
absolutely.
that's something. So something's wrong.
Nice shot.
All right, guys. Saturday morning. We are ready for Q2. Look who's here. Look at these guys. I am like super pumped. Have these guys hanging out.
That's right.
I don't know what they're going to be doing, but whatever they want to do, we're going to let them do. Kyle may even end up in the driver's seat. You never know.
Hell no.
No?
I don't think you're gonna want that.
This we call the donut, and this we call the cover. Together they're a pressure plate. This is normally loaded up with levers.
boys. We just finished up Q3 here with my buddy Bob, and we are rolling back towards the trailer. There's the numbers. We were running alongside Leah. I was 066, 837, 212, 304. Had a hole out. Mike pushed the money saver button on us and still went 385 at only 278. But don't know why it put a cylinder out. We'll get back figured out. Everything looked good back here, Hornet?
Okay, yeah. Mike, engine looks clean. I repeat, engine looks clean.
Yeah, I was just before about to shut it off because I'm like, it ain't rolling. Yeah, and he beat me to it. It's like a contest. Who's going to shut it off first? Yeah.
Well, that, I think it might have one out on each side. Definitely one, but somebody thought they saw one on the other side.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, Mike, that one didn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Normally I tell you, like, holy crap, what was it? You know? I knew that you hit the button. I think the track's hot as I thought it would be. I mean, that's hot, but...
Number 3. Like it's nervous anywhere early in the run, and none of the others do either. Although it did have less tune-up in it, so I got probably a little less engine RPM, so I lost the boost. Blower's okay because once the RPM evens out, it's the right, but you know, we lost boost because of RPM. That affects the air-fuel mixture.
Whatever that little thing is in the engine RPM, that little dip right there is like where it went, where it's like, oh, I'm done. I'm putting myself. Well, you say it always happens a little further back.
Yeah, it always happens about 2/10 earlier. And it tried to go out here, you know, which means it's in trouble at 1.8.
Yeah.
You know, 1.8. but it's everything that happens up to 1.8. We don't have the heat, you know, to keep going.
Yeah.
And so we got no giddy up and go. Piston. Which one's hurt?
And the fuel has been really funky. Like it don't wanna find a spot. I don't know. It's been doing that. I think started in Vegas. I don't even know if I said anything, but it's like usually, like especially after the burnout, like everything's kind of like, all right, I'm warm and I've got, but it's like
either too high or too low.
It cannot make up its mind. Like you know, I chase it a little bit, but it's fidgety bad.
Yeah, we must be right at that juggling point on the shut off.
Yeah. Yep.
So I can.
I mean, as long as it ain't screwing us, it doesn't. But it makes it hard to
get the fuel pressure set right.
Yeah.
So we have something a little different going on here. Tell everybody your name.
I am Yasmin Freeman, your United States of America's Mrs. California 2022.
I'm just the clutch girl. I don't even know. I just have a really cool birthday tiara.
Well, we are going to place the USOA crown on her right now. So you're going to take that off. And we are going to place it on her.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, it's heavy. Why is it heavy?
Very heavy.
Yes, I'll hold it.
That's awesome.
This is like, wait, oh my god.
There you go. You have it. It's amazing. We'll take pictures of it.
Okay, folks, we are rolling up for Q3. Got Dougie as always, the Angry Hornet, and my buddy Nigel Olsson.
Okay, kids.
We are, me and Nigel have something in common, and that is we both like to stomp on the loud pedal. Mine to go really fast, his to make beautiful music.
And we both talk funny.
And we both talk funny. I didn't know I talked funny.
He talks real funny. Doesn't sound like a beetle.
Very true, very true. So Nigel is a dear friend, comes out to the West Coast races typically, and we love having him come out. And some of you young folks that are watching this channel right now, I know you're wondering, well, who does I told it already. Who does Nigel drum for? How many years with Elton John?
Since day one, 1968. So it's a long time.
That would be 53 years.
Yeah, and I'm only 100 years old. How about that? It's been a long journey, and we're still on it.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I love it.
So Nigel has to have like the most incredible forearms, being that I know a little bit about motocross and arm pump. You ever get arm pump? Like where your arms are like locking up from drumming so much, or no?
I don't, because I don't work that hard.
I've seen you at work. You do work hard.
Oh, bless. Yeah, during the tour, if we're on a long tour, which we usually are, I do get worn out at times, but you just go through it.
You get used to it.
You get used to it. It all comes out in the wash.
Exactly. So one last thing before we go up here and stomp on the loud pedal is that Nigel does that I think's awesome. He is wearing driving shoes. He's wearing driving shoes, and you play in driving shoes.
Yes.
Certain brand, like a certain shoe, make you feel like you can feel the pedals better, that sort of thing?
Yes. The Sparcos are Stand 21s.
Yep.
And with them being thin sole, I can feel the pedals. Because I have two pedals. I have the kick drum pedal and the hi-hat pedal. And I can feel, it's like driving. It's like driving. Yep. And, I love racing. And I have a little Fiat A-Bath, which I race on my spare time. And, I used to be with the Ferrari Challenge.
Yes, I know that.
When they first came over here, I was signed with Ferrari, and it was a blast.
Oh, absolutely.
So I have a lucky life, and I have beautiful friends.
Yes, you do.
All right, here we go. Let him up.
During the sunny season, most of it is been.
Dang, I'm missing content. What'd you just say? The F and 60 foot?
The F and 60 foot was an 819. That's bitching.
That is awesome. I'm gonna tell y'all, that was a freaking great run. Let me get this on there. You can just see it. I'm 068, 819, 210, 299 at half track, 286, 373, 324, and that is a good way to finish up qualifying. We had to make a stop by the scales, but I gotta tell you what I'm really excited about is Kyle in 1320 video had the draggy in the car. We were trying to set the world record for the draggy. Let's just fingers crossed that it worked.
Mike, engine is clean. I repeat, engine is clean.
So you guys know that the old Angry Hornet puts me in the car, make sure I'm in there nice and secure. This time you had to put some equipment in the car and make sure it was nice and secure.
We had to add a few little things.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about how we did it, but let's just hope it worked.
Yeah,
awesome. Y'all know what would be awesome? This would be awesome. I got to get both of us in here. So we have Kyle Loftus's phone in the car. Could you imagine the phone numbers that are in that thing? I'm just kidding, Kyle. We're not going to touch your phone. But I bet there's some good ones in there.
He did want it back. He threatened to back up his phone before we took off.
Oh, I bet there's some great numbers in there.
2350, Clay.
Thanks, bud. Look, a naked Hornet. How about that 819, baby?
Was you 819?
819.
No way.
819.
Where you playing?
Ain't playing. Good job, everybody. That was nice.
Really? Oh, okay.
Did I pedal that?
It
looked like it.
We'll see that. We'll worry about that when we get there.
I think I might have. No. Oh, what did I do down there?
Maybe you just needed that much more. Well, you went all the way. Don't worry.
Well,
You didn't shut off any early.
I didn't know. But you know that's not right.
That's weird. Well, the blower will tell you. It's, yeah, you didn't hit the throttle. I don't know what that's all about. Okay.
Golly, I did. I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't.
I don't think you hit the throttle. There's something.
No, I'm talking about where I shut off.
Oh.
That's why I told you. Like I couldn't see.
And I opened the clutch close too, and it still hit the freaking regulator. I spent weeks pinching the flows down, race after race after race, and now I'm opening them back up again. Huh? Yeah. See, our drive shaft is a week through here. You know, should have a little more direct coming in. Piston.
Probably number 8 again. I don't know why this thing all of a sudden wants to pick on 8.
And put those two rolls out.
Yeah, we were probably done at that point.
Yeah, we were at 975 feet.
Burn up number 8 again.
Yeah.
Same spot.
Yeah, we see it here. Didn't put it out, but we saw see the pan pressure.
So, 8, we keep playing fucking musical shit with it. We, open nozzles up until it started putting 8 out, and now it's fucking murdering 8 again. I don't know why it's doing that, but we'll fatten the nozzles up in 8 2,000ths each.
Okay.
Total of 4 on 8. We'll, go back open again. Other than that, we did good. We didn't hurt the piston until past half track.
You heard me on the radio about the brakes again, right?
Yeah. They were great. I mean, it was. I tightened the thing up and it felt great.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, we got it. So we'll just have to bleed them again or something.
Like they were awesome.
Just run fluid through it until you get clear fluid, out the calipers.
It's like a leak though, Mike, because like they felt good, like a stage. Because I said something in the warm up, and I knew Chris worked on it.
Well, what kind of brake fluid are we using?
The whatever the PFC stuff is.
It's supposed to be really good brake fluid.
Yeah. It's
But
not
anyway, it
corrosive
ain't
or
been
whatever.
doing it till the warm up. I
Yeah, like I said, it had a little leak.
When I was seating the clutch, the handle's very slightly just kind of like a leak. So
Was there a leak?
Yeah.
it must still have it a little bit because everything felt good. But when I top bulb on, just easy. I'm like, it's gonna be okay, because I got to give it a couple pumps staging, and that helped. But I could feel it, and then stopping, I wasn't like freaked out, but stopping, I'm like, oh yeah, let go, get another one.
Okay.
Breath. Anyway, it wasn't horrible, but I just know here we don't need no.
I don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need no problems here.
Okay.
My phone survived.
It made it.
What'd you run? The scoreboards weren't working.
Come on up here. Come on up. I am praying that it works.